Hello and welcome to Barbara's podcast. This is the show for women, all about health, nutrition, and wellness. It's the show that will empower you and inspire you to create a healthier lifestyle.
Hello and welcome to my podcast. My name is Barbara Karafocus, and today I have a very special guest called Sanjib. He's the author of The Man with Zero Talent and the creator of the vibrational meditation app called Luvo. Welcome, Sanjib.
Thank you, Barbara, for inviting me in your podcast. It's an honor and a pleasure, and I hope I can give some useful tips and information to your audience.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll have lots of lovely tips to give them and some information that they'd love to listen to. So can we start with, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, what you do?
So I'm basically from India, and I have lived there for 26 years. I came to US in 2008, and I have been living here for the past 14 years. I'm a pharmacist by profession, and I started my self-transformation journey in 2017, which led me to write my first book, The Man with Zero Talent. And then in 2022, I launched my first app, which is an extension of my book. And I have been in this mission of improving myself and trying to help others at the same time, because there are so much potential in each and every human being, which we are not aware of. And once you start tapping into your own potential, lives become, happy and amazing. And, I am in a journey of self-discovery and, finding my true self.
What inspired you to create Luvo, a vibrational meditation app? And I believe it's the only one.
So again, it's a long story. So, cutting, back to a small story in 2017, or you can say from 2013 to 2017, I was struggling in my life. Yes. I don't know what to do to change my life. I was in negativity, depression, and each passing day, my life was sinking, deeper and deeper to negative thoughts.
Yes.
And in 2016 ending, I realized that I have to do something to change my life outcomes. Yes. And at that point, I started working on trying to do meditation, which helped me, immensely in 6 to 8 weeks. And I started, trying different things in my life, like, exercise, eating healthy, cold showers. And yeah. In a course of time, like 2 or 3 years, I was able to change from a negative person to a positive person. And from that positivity, I was able to improve so much that I thought of writing my first book, so that, there are so many people who are struggling in this life.
Absolutely.
So to give them a clear roadmap, okay, what you can do to change yourself. So that was the initial reason of writing the book. And once I wrote the book, I thought, okay, to reach a wider audience, I can make a, app or a platform which will help the users, because, people don't know how to meditate and, what has to be done. So by using that app, they will be, able to do meditation. And there are different section in that app. It's not a meditation app. I have, integrated different things in that app. It has exercise, it has water intake, it has sleep analysis. Gratitude is again a big part to make us happy. So there are different things which has been integrated. And regarding vibrational meditation, so this is the only app which uses a vibrational frequency. So what the users can do is they can keep the phone in the palm of the hand,
Yes.
and the phone releases vibrational frequency ranging from 100 to 250 hertz. And as you are aware that whole body vibration, helps us to improve, dopamine. It helps us to, reduce pain level. So the same effect is going to do when you are using the phone and using the vibrational frequency. And the audio frequency is ranging from 396 to 963 hertz,
Okay.
which is depending upon the chakra level.
Yes.
So all these things, combining the audio frequency and the vibrational frequency is going to enhance your level of meditation.
Yeah. Well, it sounds very interesting, and something that I would love to try for myself. It seems like healing methods are advancing so much now that we are moving ahead with vibration, uh, light therapy, you know. So going back to your book, what concepts or what steps did you write about? For example, could you give us 3 of the steps that someone could take if they were starting out on the journey of self-discovery?
Oh, yes, definitely. So if anybody is starting in the journey of self-transformation, the first one I will set is set a goal. Or work on something. It might be your dreams, it can be your goals, or pick something up. Because that will give you something to work on. Because if you are working aimlessly, there is no point. Once you have something to work on, it makes your life easier. Because
Yes.
giving an example of my life, when I started my self transformation journey, I picked a goal that I wanted to become a speaker.
Yes.
So that helped me do different things in my life. Okay, what else has to be done so that I can become a good speaker.
Okay.
So the first thing is, pick up a goal, and it can be any goal. It does not have to be a huge goal. Whatever you think, according to your standards, just pick something up, and you can gradually improve, or you can, change at some point after, few months. If you think, okay, you have to move towards a different direction, which is absolutely fine. But it will give you a starting point, and it will help you move forward.
Yeah, you definitely need a goal so you know where you're going. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We all need, something to look forward to.
Yes.
And, even if you get older, like even if you are 65 or 75, you always have to look forward to something.
Yes.
It can be a small thing like, I wanted to see my grandkids, graduate. I wanted to, go to the church. These are small things. But in spite of, being elderly, or in spite of, you are young, you have to always look forward to something. It might be, okay, I wanted to see my son, get married.
Yeah.
These things help you, move forward, because we always have to see something which is not done, but which we can visualize it.
Yes. So let's say someone's reached a mini goal. And I see this quite often with a lot of my clients. They reach a certain goal and then they take a few steps back again. Uh, have you got any advice on, once you reach a goal, or if you create a healthier habit, what someone can do to stick to that habit and make it, for a lifetime?
Again, this is a very good question, because that's what it happens mostly, that we pick something up, we work on it for a few days, a few months,
Yes.
and then we get, it becomes so mundane or so boring that we stop it.
Yeah.
But again, that is the role, that you have to make it a habit. That, okay, this is the thing which I picked up, I finished it. Because it's not about finishing something up. It's not that destination. It's all about the journey.
Yeah.
You have picked a goal, you finished it, you can take a few days off, but again, pick something up. It can be a different thing because that helps you, keep focus. And I like to, talk about our brains. Like our brain weighs 3 pounds, which is, approximately 2% of our body weight. Yet it consumes 20 to 25% of the energy.
Oh my goodness.
Now, understand this, that the role of the brain is to keep yourself safe. It does not want you to do anything which is risky. It doesn't want to accept or do anything which is challenging. And the role of the brain is to conserve energy. Anything, if you are trying to do, it needs more energy. If I'm trying to accomplish something, it means, I have to put a lot of efforts.
Yes.
And by default, the role of the brain is to tell you not to do those things. So again, it's a battle between your mind and yourself. Who is in charge of this mind? Whether you are the captain of this mind or the mind is the captain of you.
You. Yeah.
And once that has been, defined, and it takes, practice, it takes efforts. And once you are able to take control of this mind, it becomes so easier to accomplish or do what you wanted to do. Otherwise, every human being on this planet is lazy. I am too lazy. Some days I feel, oh, I cannot do this, I should not try this because, that is the role of the brain. And we are all susceptible to these things because, this is pre-built. This is the default mode. And we have to, put resistance to overcome that. And every human being has to do that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Um, Meditation, I believe, helps a lot with stress because one reason people take a few steps back is when they're feeling stressed and overwhelmed with life, whether with work or with the children, with life situation where we had to go through the pandemic and COVID, there was an extra stress. So there was a lot of this turmoil. And I believe that meditation is an excellent tool to help you deal with stress. So when you're feeling calm, even though if your life around you is like a whirlwind, if your center is at peace, then I believe you can deal with anything.
So yes, definitely. Again, to touch, some of the points of meditation,
Yeah.
like, meditation is a technique of, as you said, it's about, focus and improve your concentration.
Yes.
Because, when we go to school, nobody teaches us how to focus and being, more concentration.
Yeah.
So meditation, teaches you to focus on, something because we all need focus. You can be a teacher, you can be a scientist, you can be an athlete, or you can be a musician, or
Yeah.
you can be, mom. We need all, focus and concentration to accomplish something in our life. So meditation has nothing to do with religion. Some of the people, relate this to some kind of culture, but meditation is a technique of deep concentration on an object, place, or a thing, or just on your breath. And
Yes.
why breath? Because breath is the thing which is always present with you. You
Yeah.
don't have to go somewhere to find your breath. And it takes time to learn the art of meditation to focus, because by default we cannot think of one thought for a long time, and we cannot think of multiple thoughts at one single time.
Yes.
So to develop that habit of focusing on one thing, it helps you in so many different fields in your life. that you can, completely forget about something and you can focus on that particular thing, what is present right now.
Yeah.
And once that is finished, then you can focus on some other thing. So it's a, huge and, immense tool for anybody to learn it. And there has been, scientific explanation that, what a meditation or mindfulness do to your brain. Because to change is to change your brain. We think, what we are or what we think is because of our brain. If the brain is working fine, we are working fine. If the brain is not working fine, we cannot take, good decisions, or we cannot, work as efficiently as possible.
I always say that the brain is like the hardware and the mind is the software. So to make it to get it to work properly, so you need to nourish the brain, um, and then work on the mind.
Oh, yes, yes. Again, as most of your audience know, and you as well know, that these hardware is the thing which has been installed. Like, we all have fear. Fear
Yes.
has been there, which is the hardware.
Yeah.
And the software, you can say, when you are growing up, your parents, teachers, uncles, aunts, they put, the different kind of fears in your brain.
Yes.
And when this hardware and the software matches, and that is the reason, most of us are not able to move forward, because it can be, some kind of previous trauma. It can be, because of the previous fears which we have ingrained in our, mind, that, oh, I'm not good at this.
Yeah.
And it becomes, so harder to change that software. And once you are able to change that software, definitely you can, become the better version of yourself. And that is what I have written in my book, that how you can come from, negativity to positivity. And once you have come to positivity, how you can become a better version of yourself.
Yes.
And, and coming back to that question of, what are the things which people can use to self-improve, the first is the goal. The second is improve your self-talk. Because we always, talk very negatively with us.
Yes.
So if we are improving our self-talk, that, I am good at this, rather than speaking negatively with us, that,
Yes.
I can do better things, or, using a mantra or using some visualization technique, you can improve your self-talk, which helps you improve your self-image and self-esteem. And And the third thing which I will say is, use habits, because we are all creatures of habit. It can be meditation, it can be exercise, it can be cold showers, it can be yoga, because, what you are creating in your habit is definitely going to define you, the outcome at the same time, because there are scientific benefits, what meditation and how it is going to change your brain, how exercise, or how even, walking 15 to 20 minutes, it decreases the chances of cardiovascular disease by 52%. So, and, when you are doing exercise, there are different um, brain chemicals which is releasing, like dopamine, endorphins, which makes you happy.
Yeah.
So, these habits, help you, take control of your life.
I've noticed that with myself, that if I don't exercise for a couple of days, I see the difference in my mood, and I see how important it is, the chemicals like the endorphins or dopamine. It's incredible how you feel after a workout, that you feel elated and you do feel in a better mood, and that you can cope with what's going on around you or with your life.
Yes, yes, definitely. After doing exercise, there was never a single day that I feel bad. But
Yeah.
definitely, when I wake up, I definitely feel lazy, or should I do it or should I not do it?
It's the
But
feeling
after
lazy
doing it,
problem.
yes, Yes, after doing it, there was never a single day that I did not feel more energetic.
Yeah. No, you do. So, in closing, how could people get in touch with you or buy your book or write up, be able to get the app?
So yeah, means people can connect with me on the website, which is www.zestolive.com.
Okay.
People can download the app, which is called Luvo. They can download it from App Store or Google Play Store. It's a free app. There is no subscription. And I will definitely, tell your audience to download it and check it because it gives a holistic approach to your life. Because I don't say that, do only meditation. Definitely, meditation is helpful, but we have to, integrate our life in a way which is healthy. Again, like eating healthy is very important as you are, a trained expert in, healthy eating. So download that app and try it. Then people can buy the book in Amazon.com, The Man with Zero Talent. And again, if anybody is struggling in their life, they can definitely, buy that book and read it. And the title of the book does not justify what I have written in the book. People think, okay, it's only for men. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with men. It's basically, I have, got positive reviews mostly from women.
Yeah.
Once they have read it, this is something, which is amazing rather than from men. But,
Yeah.
the general, if somebody is reading the title of the book, it says, oh, The Man with Zero Talent is just for the men and, they should read it. But it's from anybody from the age of 16 to 75. They will gain immensely reading that book. And the book is very cheap. It's $9.99. I have kept it cheap so that people will be able to buy it, and gain knowledge. What I have gained knowledge in 3 long years.
Yes.
They can, once you have the knowledge, it's easier for you to change it, because once you know the scientific explanation, these are the reason. If I'm doing these things, this is going to impact my life. And 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 that is the main objective of writing the book, so that people can self transform themselves easily and quickly, rather than spending 2 or 3 years. And people can connect on the Facebook. I have a page, The Man with Zero Talent. And if you can Google with my name, Sanjib Nandi, they can find a lot of information about me in Google as well.
So thank you very much, Sanjeev. It was lovely having you on the podcast. And well, keep well and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara, for inviting me. And, it was a pleasure and honor. And I hope you have a nice day too.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks for listening to Barbara's podcast. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter or e-courses. Celebrate life, and see you at the next episode.